This is First Warning Weather.
And welcome back. Still experiencing some clear skies out there. It's been a calm day, calm evening, calm night, calm across the board. That's perfectly fine as we go into tomorrow. We're likely to see temperatures really start to crank it up. Today, though, a lot of areas in either the low or high 70s. We had 77 in both Dansville and Elmira, 71 Ithaca, and 71 in Penyan, 72 just off to the west in Wellsville. So a fairly mild day, feeling like a more spring day as opposed to a summer day. We're likely to see things get back more on the summer side as we move into tomorrow. Temperatures now 57 in both Corning and Bath, 60 in Watkins Glen, 57 towards Towanda, 63 in both Mansfield and Tioga. We zoom out, we see a lot of this more thunderstorm-like activity out further to the west and more off to the northeast in parts of Atlantic Canada. Us right now, both the Empire and Keystone States, having a very calm night ahead of us as we head into our Thursday. For the most part, we're going to be staying on this calm side until we get into Friday. We're likely to see the chance of some severe weather make its way into the region. A few thin clouds passing off to the east of Ithaca. Otherwise, a clear satellite and radar this evening. Looking at the planner for tomorrow, temperatures get back into the 80s pretty quickly. Sunny skies coming around noon to 2 o'clock. We potentially see temperatures get close to 90. A couple areas, a couple communities in the valleys might see the thermometer get up to 90, might see the mercury rise close to it, but most of us going to get close but not quite there. Thinking high 80s for tomorrow. Severe weather is possible going into Friday. Everywhere here in the light green, general thunderstorms expected, non-severe. Still expect to hear a couple of rumbles of thunder. Areas in the green, Wellsboro stretching out to Towanda, parts of Sayre, over towards Binghamton. Likely to see maybe a little bit of damaging wind and perhaps some small hail. It's a 1 out of 5 risk from the Storm Prediction Center. Now looking at some of the timing of these storms, looking into Friday morning. Now things start to pick up later in the afternoon. Some areas in the northern tier could get quite a few storms, indicated there by some of the higher rain rates on the radar. Those pass through in the afternoon, and by the time we get past sunset, things will calm down overall, leaving it to be much more calm after around sunset. Humidity will be on the rise as well, both Thursday and Friday. Likely to see a little bit more humid conditions. Could get very sticky as we go into both Sunday and Monday. The humidity back on the rise, and it's coming back to the region here very soon. The 5-degree guarantee forecast at a high of 79. According to the Elmira Corning Regional Airport, we hit 77 just a couple of hours ago. Low tonight is 51, mostly clear, cool conditions. We get more on the hot side tomorrow. 88 is your 5-degree guarantee as we make our way towards the end of the week. Potentially a couple of light thunderstorms, but a few maybe severe on Friday. It's 76 on Saturday. Bit of a cool off before we see 80s and 90s start to make their way in. Fairly warm Father's Day ahead of us, but we get into next week, Nick, 90s all the way from Monday to Wednesday. It's going to feel quite like summer going in.
Wow, that is quite the 7-day I've seen so far this year.
I mean, that's quite a jump. And we had a nice 70-degree day. It was very comfortable outside, but then we're going to get into a very balmy, humid week ahead of us. That's going to be, it's brutal. I'm not even a 90s guy here, so this is going to be a tough one.
All right, let's get to that trivia question.
Absolutely.
I think I know what it is.
Think you have an idea? So we go to that trivia. I mean, this is certainly not like a common knowledge one. This is more of like if you're more of a weather vocabulary buff, this probably comes easy.
I've heard you and Joe talk about this before. I'm going to guess it's A, ice pellets.
You believe it's ice pellets. There is a word for that. It is not virga.
Oh.
You would be thinking of the word graupel. So virga is a type of precipitation that evaporates before it hits the ground. It's an evaporating rain. So think the environment is so dry that you might have rain falling up above, but as it gets closer and closer to the surface, it's just simply too dry for that rain to hit the ground. So it evaporates before it hits the ground.
Interesting. All right. Thank you very much, Connor.
Absolutely.